So the summit itself had speakers ranging from President Obama, Secretary Locke, Secretary Clinton, Larry Summers, and also had topics ranging from success stories to technology and innovation that Jerry Yang from Yahoo gave, access to capital, women and youth, culture of entrepreneurship, and social entrepreneurship. And they're all available on the web if any of you are interested in listening to the presentations. And what was actually quite exciting is many of our embassies broadcast them locally, in fact, from places all around the world. There were 150 people in Paris. There were like 400 people in Egypt. So, you know, this really went all around the world, this message. So what did we want to accomplish by doing all this? First of all, as I mentioned, we want to fulfill the president's call for an entrepreneur summit to start with new beginnings of engagement with the Muslim world based on mutual respect, shared values, and mutual responsibility. We wanted to put a spotlight on entrepreneurship and its crucial role in job creation, enhancing trade, and fostering economic growth and stability. We wanted to provide role models for youth and for women. And we wanted to develop partnerships, networks, and develop more deeper connections between the U.S. and the Muslim majority communities. And as I said, this is really just the beginning. The goal is for the U.S. to provide leadership to develop an ecosystem that catalyzes entrepreneurship around the world. And one of my colleagues had the pleasure of driving Mohammed Yunus back after the summit. And what he told me is that his best takeaway from the whole summit was Secretary Clinton's discussion about the deliverables after the summit and how we can move ahead to really make this happen around the world. So the initiative and where we're going is private sector based. The U.S. is a catalyst, a convener, a consultant, but really in the end it will be up to all the people in the individual countries. And what I've heard from many people around the world is they want the U.S. to teach them how to fish, not just provide them with fish, and this is an opportunity to do that. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the follow-ons and where do we go from here. President Obama announced that there will be another international summit in Turkey a year from now, and the president of Turkey is supporting that. There's also many regional summits and people wanting to move forward to do this. And in fact, in the MENA region, in the UAE, Iraq, Algeria, and Bahrain, there's already been some people agreeing to do regional summits on entrepreneurship. The Secretary Clinton announced the Global Entrepreneurship Program, which is an embassy-based and partner-based in-country entrepreneurship program to develop an ecosystem around 6 key elements. The first is identifying entrepreneurs through things like business plan contests, incubators in universities, training entrepreneurs through local programs or coming back to programs in the United States or other places around the world, like the Kaufman program or the Legatum program at MIT, connecting entrepreneurs to mentors, to resources that help them build their business, sustaining them through providing a local program office that will coordinate the programs in the country, guiding them to capital and establishing broader bases of capital. So we're looking to bring a venture capital into country, and more importantly, to develop angel networks that provide some of the structure that the United States has learned on how to take the money that people have made at the top of the pyramid and democratize it down to a broader level. And we'd like to work on, in fact, and I'll mention in Egypt, one of the private investors is going to be creating an angel network there. And lastly, to celebrate, as we did this week, the entrepreneurs, their successes and their failures, so people know that sometimes you have to fail in order to succeed. So I want to, we are currently piloting this program in Egypt and in Indonesia. But we will then be expanding it around the world. And I want to just introduce Rhonda Mostry, who is with me. Rhonda, why don't you just stand up for a second? She's going to be working with me to help do a program in Jordan and in Palestine. I'd like to spend a few minutes just talking a little bit about the Egypt program so that you can get a sense of what we're actually doing. As I mentioned, it's really partner and private sector based. So we have partners, for international partners who will be coming into Egypt, and we have domestic partners that are expanding their commitment to entrepreneurship in various ways. So for example, On the Frontiers, Pioneer of Prosperity Business Plan competition will be going into Egypt. This Small Enterprise Assistance Fund that has worked in the Balkans will be bringing their SEED program, which provides training and an alumni network, into Egypt. Endeavor will deepen their best-in-class, high-impact mentoring with the addition of their new Mentor Capital program, which connects Egyptian entrepreneurs to Silicon Valley entrepreneurs. And 8 local Egyptian partners, including the Egyptians Junior Business Association, Nile University, the American University in Cairo, Delta Financial, and the Egyptian Business Leaders Forum, among others, will be providing programs that range across the 6 categories that I talked about. And USAID in Egypt will actually be funding a program office there to coordinate all these activities and bring in an experienced entrepreneur in residence who can bring some of the know-how. What we hope to do is get a diaspora person who spent time in the United States as well as understands the Egyptian culture and can really make this whole thing happen in country. Some other programs that Secretary Clinton announced. She announced the Partnership for New Beginning, which harnesses private sector resources to advance the agenda of new beginnings. It is going to be chaired by former Secretary Madeleine Albright, together with Walter Isaacson and the president of Coca-Cola, Muhtar Kent. And they will outreach to corporations, foundations, universities, labs, and philanthropists to provide support for the initiatives that we're talking about. We're establishing an e-mentoring core, and that will be an online global network supported by Ning and by the Imagine Nation Network, which are online social networks. All the summit delegates will be part of that network, as well as we will tap into the State Department's alumni network. And we will supplement it with mentors from TechWadi, the Kauffman Foundation, Endeavor, Intel, Babson College, and the YPO network. We have 2 Silicon Valley partners that are the Innovation Fund and the Global Technology and Innovation Fund. They are both venture funds that are looking to go global and specifically go into Malaysia, Jordan, Lebanon, Egypt, and Turkey. And they will be partnering with the embassy to help them get the local context to accomplish that. And we are expanding our exchange program through the International Visitors Leadership Program to bring 25 entrepreneurs a year for 4 years to the United States, as well as 25 entrepreneurs from the United States per year to Muslim-majority countries so we can expand the learning and the experience. So the message I would like to convey today is that a focus on entrepreneurship has multiple benefits. It enhances our partnership in the Muslim-majority communities as part of the New Beginnings engagement. It provides economic growth and job creation and established prosperity. And it also enhances the U.S.'s agenda to expand trade and reach that doubling of exports, because if we build an expansive world, we have a broader middle class, we have more opportunities to sell across the whole world. So with that, I want to thank you for your attention and open it up to questions.